Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're not already. Like this video, comment down below. Let me know where y'all from and let me know if you're a Young Dolph fan, man. Let's get right into it, bro. Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, ran away. They tried to get him. They pulled right up on him. You seen what happened when Grove Hero pulled up on Lil Migo. Well, now, after Big Juke got questioned and he told and snitched on a couple people in CMG, snitched on a couple people on this side and that side. The city of Memphis is small and people caught up to him. They pulled up on him and they spooked him, caught him on a run, and he dipped out and fled. He went out all the way down to Florida now. So Big Juke left. He no longer in Memphis and anything like that because they ran him out of town due to the fact that the connections he had was setting up Young Dolph, the whole thing of CMG allegedly being like talked about and everybody talking about how, that they had already had this existing beef going on, man. If you look at it 9 times out of 10, the people who you already had hated you or already was salty and jealous, because you got to see how it is. It's a lot of jealousy. It's a lot of envy. When it's a small town like Memphis and one person gets it popping, right? Well, here's the thing. When it's such a small town, it's like they want to be the only person that's doing what they do or even successful. They don't want to see nobody else winning except themselves. So a lot of people from small towns or certain areas, certain hoods, it could be in a big town, but just depending on your environment, how you was raised, if you never really like seen somebody had the success, if you never seen a lot of people have it, then you think it's just the only one person type of thing. And so that's what was going on. That's what made Yo Gotti so jealous, because he wanted to be the only person successful in Memphis, and he just couldn't believe and he couldn't accept the fact that Dolph was pacing them at an alarming rate. He was passing right by them. Like by the time Yo Gotti started to when he got popping, it took a long, long time. He had to put in years in the streets. He had to put in so many years in the streets of standing on the corner wearing a 5XL t-shirt and wearing the baggy jeans solo, black Air Force Ones. That was Yo Gotti. That's what he had to do to get popular, to get, the clout so that people could try to give him a chance listening to him. But see, when Dolph started his thing, he did it so quick. Within the first year, he was already at the same level, if not already passed beyond it, just because of the fact that he grew up a better hustler. He grew up a better hustler, so you could even hear it in the songs and everything like that, of him talking about getting money, him talking about the specific situations in the songs. And so that's what people were saying, like, oh, I like Dolph lyrics better, or he got a better flow, he got a better style, or, this or that. And it fit Memphis, And so the city of Memphis, the people of Memphis, the streets of Memphis, they spoke and they said, Young Dolph is the king of Memphis. And that's really when you started seeing people in Yo Gotti's side. That's when they really started like beefing. They stopped going to the area Dolph went to. They stopped shopping at the places he was at. They stopped kicking it at the mall and seeing Dolph there. And a lot of people that Yo Gotti would have them actually go to Dolph shows just to see how he was doing it. Just to see how he was doing it, just to see on what they was missing out on, because he was going to try to finesse Dolph and try to get him to go under CMG or bring CMG and PR. At first, as soon as Yo Gotti seen Dolph for the first time, he was already trying to have control or try to make it to where he's going to crab in the barrel him, because he wanted him. He's like, okay, Yo Gotti wanted to have control over Dolph's success technically, because he wanted to sign him at first. And so what happened is that, okay, he first met him, Dolph turned it down because he said, oh, why would I sign with you? I'm my own boss, but plus look at the way you treat your artists. So then after that, and I explained after that, Yo Gotti came back and said, let's do CMG and PRE together and this and that. Whatever it was he was trying to do, it was going to be a finesse to where he was trying to basically take Dolph's money on the paperwork or whatever, some sort of way, get his signature, anything like that. And then he was going to try to turn around and blackmail or try to use that against or forge it or anything like that. And so you got to be careful, because when you got people who don't have the same intentions as you, or people who don't have the same mindset or whatever, then they could be doing things for the wrong reasons. They could be acting like they're helping and then doing it for the wrong reasons, just like how Yo Gotti was trying to act in front like he was going to be helping Dolph get big and that they could bring Memphis together. But in the whole time, that's not how Yo Gotti is. That's not the type of person Yo Gotti is. He acting out of character. He's just saying that to try to hit the sweet spot for Dolph, you know? But no, what's really going on with Yo Gotti was that he was trying to finesse and get more of an advantage. He was being very greedy. He was being very selfish. He wanted it all and not anybody else to have it. And so that's the type of people you dealing with when you see what's going on, and when you really pay attention to everybody out there. That's the reason why people be saying you cannot trust nobody, even if it's people you already knew, even if it's people you be around. You can't trust anybody because you can't read their mind. You can see some signs and red flags here and there, but you better be paying attention there to see the red flags early so you could go ahead and boom, move on from that. Because you don't want to have it going on, and then when the opportunities get too big, when the situation gets big, then they're gonna come out and for sure like really start hating like without the filter, and the whole time that you gonna show how they really was thinking the whole time, and that they was putting on a charade, a facade. And so that's really what's going on, that Yo Gotti was just putting on a fake front and trying to get people to go alongside with him. But really, they ripping him off, lowballing people. Man, he was going to try to get Dolph like out of the picture. At the end of the day, y'all see what happened. And so I'm not surprised when everybody's talking about all the stuff on CMG has something to do with the Dolph, or that he could have got set up. They could have snatched him up somewhere. You guys know that he went to Ruth Chris, and you guys already know that the people that's in there, they know Yo Gotti. They had people in Yo Gotti's mom restaurant. They went, and security went there thinking that they had to protect Yo Gotti's mom restaurant. When the Dolph thing happened, like they already knew that where the hit came from and who sent it and all that stuff. And not only that, but the fact that they was plotting it a couple days before, and then the fact that you already got literally Yo Gotti sending messages and texts to Blac Youngsta telling them about how they was going to do the whole thing. They already caught them for the 100 shots in Charlotte. They already got Yo Gotti's partner for doing the thing in LA. So it's like everything just revolves around Yo Gotti, CMG, moneybaggyo, Blac Youngsta, and all these guys. And don't forget, moneybaggyo's Bentley was crept up right there in front of the Makita's cookies, right there in the Dolph seat. When the two people was running back to the getaway car, you already see Yo Gotti, Blac Youngsta, moneybaggyo riding allegedly in front of the whole scene. And that's the car, because it's literally only like 2-3 people that have that type of Bentley in all of Memphis and all of Tennessee. And the other two, they're not the same color. That's the only black one. And that's the only one is bulletproof, it's thick, it's that rating level where it's the 2021. It's indestructible. So when it's indestructible and it's got all the armored, it's an armored tank basically. So that's definitely part of CMG's, because it's been in their videos. You've seen moneybaggyo's girlfriend driving it. You've seen it happen all the time. They pulled up in Lenox Mall to it when Finesse 2 times ran up on them. So everybody's seen the Bentley, and they took it down to Atlanta right after the whole thing happened with Dolph. When they released that picture, it was like probably after New Year's, they already went ahead and took it down to Atlanta to the chop shops, because everybody knows how a chop shop works. They're going to split it up and try to get rid of everything so it can't be found no more. But at the end of the day, people already seen it. People already put 2 and 2 together about how this whole Dolph thing is super fishy. It's got CMG written all over it. They got caught red-handed, and that a lot of people, they really know what happened in Memphis. And if you've been paying attention and if you've been following along this whole time, you would know that it's not surprising to know that Big Juke told on all of CMG and like basically said that whatever they did in it, their role. So it's a lot more stuff to come. The indictments are coming. The RICO's coming. Everybody knows that the CMG thing was not going to be a long-lasting thing. That's why Lil Migo has to hide his face every time he goes around. He can't even move in his city or go out of his city without getting recognized by the time he hit the airport. And he still get ran up on by people. Like, you've seen what happened. You've seen the whole thing. And so everybody in Memphis knows they on Dolph's side. They really not on CMG's side like that. The only people who on CMG side is the people who still trying to hit licks and still trying to finesse and not have their own hustle, not have their own thing. If they want to hand out and they want to be cool with CMG or something like that, that's where I see it. Like you seen how with Glorilla, she used to be on Dolph's side and everything like that, but she was quick to switch when Yo Gotti offered them $6,000 to sign. She didn't even read the contract, and she split all that money up with her girlfriends. So y'all see how it is, man. But at the end of the day, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, let me know where y'all from, and I'm gonna catch you on the next breaking news.